Good afternoon. Hope everybody's doing well. I said I wasn't going to do too many lives impromptu like this, but felt the need to do one. Um, we had something scheduled today with some coaches, but timing. So in the land of communications, you got to keep something going at all times. So we're going to follow back up with that here pretty soon. Hopefully this weekend. It's a great topic. I think one of the biggest topics that needs to be addressed is when is the time to specialize, right? You got multiple kids. I was talking to my guy Jason Lewis, and he was talking about, he's got 4 kids, and they're all dogs. They're straight athletic dogs. I mean, they're great kids, but when it comes to stepping in the white lines, some boys go, and there's a lot. There's a lot that goes with that, and there's a lot of time that goes into it. So we want to talk about that at some point. But my main purpose for hopping on today is just honestly to just peep in and say, hey, haven't been on or done a live or anything since we actually did the BITNPRO launch back on MLK Day. So I felt the need to hop on this morning, or excuse me, this afternoon, just to kind of give everyone just some update on what we're doing. For those that do care, those that participate, the one thing that I'm finding out is, and I'll share this on this platform, is when you're building a business, something like we're doing, or when you're building and growing, everybody's not going to applaud you. Everybody's not going to clap for you. Everybody's not going to buy your product. And everything is not for everybody. And I get it. I truly get it. It's a different beast and a different atmosphere. So, we appreciate all of the ones that show us support and show us love. This is truly about my son's vision, and what they want to get accomplished, and being able to help out other student athletes. So, with that being said, I'm super proud of what they're doing. But what I want to do is kind of just give a brief overview of, again, what we do and what we're attempting to do. I think the biggest thing is, as my son has alluded to all that, no, BITNPRO was established as a means of selling T-shirts, right? And it has evolved. So here's the breakdown of what we want to be able to do. So most of we the Moore family, the Moore Legacy Foundation, we've been involved with education and STEM and a whole bunch of platforms for a lot of years. After researching what we're talking about doing, we've agreed to turn BITNPRO into a sports performance organization, but not sports performance from how you're thinking, as far as agility, strength, all of that. We're turning BITNPRO into a sports performance platform that's centered on mental, mental, mental performance, right? How do you get the most out of what you have here? But how does that equate to you on the field? How is that balancing you in the classroom? How is that working out in life? So just let you understand, our platform is going to train our student athletes to be critical thinkers, to understand who they are. But again, we're just tapping into a different area, different lane, right? We're not deviating on who the student is or who the athlete is. We're just going to teach them how to pretty much be able to understand 3 things. And this is the 3 things, period. We're teaching self-advocacy. We're teaching affirmation, and we're teaching communication. So that's 3 things: self-advocacy, self-affirmation, and communication skills. My son said on the interview, um, he's shouts out to Mike King and ESPN Radio for having my son as an ESPN Radio personality, Bryce Moore. So we appreciate the growth that's happening with that. But that's one of those situations where communication becomes pivotal. This young man knows how to conduct interviews. He knows how to speak. He's very articulate. With the gist of all that being said, we're interjecting that same level of mass comm into our platform. As a coach, what you always say, chirp, 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 talk, 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 right? But have we ever thought about, maybe these kids don't know how to? Maybe they don't understand communication, right? So what are we going to do in the platform? We're going to bring them in and teach them about body language. For every coach that's out there, think about this. How many kids have you scratched off your list because he or she may have been that ideal athlete, but that ideal athlete had flaws, personal flaws, body language, attitude, horrible. But he or she on that field, oh my God, there's something special. Well, you got a place for them now. We're the organization that can help that young man or that young woman out to be better at life, which will allow me better at the sport. So again, we are turning into a sports performance model. We are looking at how do you get more bang for your buck as a student athlete by using the tools that you have, understanding how to use this properly without letting everything that comes out of here be negative, right? That thus the self-affirmation. Do you believe in yourself? Do you have a level of confidence about yourself that when you walk in the room, someone's going to say, whoa, this, they're legit, right? Do you have that? And most kids don't. So, of the three keys that we're teaching, look, even as adults, let's look. Do we even have those self advocacy qualities? Do we have the self affirmation quality? Do we communicate well? And in most cases, we may have one of three or maybe none of the above, but that's okay. Again, that's why I say BITNPRO may not be for everybody. But what we're doing is, and I said it in the interview, and I said, we pretty much created a cheat code. We're going to show you how to master working more efficiently as a person, that you can be a better producer on the field. And it's just that simple, right? So we're looking to get individuals to go to our website, fill out an intake form. We're going to be doing one-on-one sessions. We're going to be doing group sessions. As I said, you might as well catch us now. I'm not charging anybody for this, right? I'm not charging, but I'm also filtering, right? Because again, everything's not for everybody. So I want to come on this platform and say, right now, we are not setting prices for this. We're not setting prices for this, right? All we're asking you to do to keep us sustained is go buy a sweatshirt. The money that we get in is going right back out the door to help. We're trying to build an organization that's going to be able to sustain and be able to help other student athletes. It's just that simple, right? It's really no more, no less. And we're going to do our part regardless, no matter what. So we're super proud of what our boys are doing, and we want to continue to be a blessing. So we understand one thing, right? These kids are under a lot of pressure. But the last thing I'll share before I jump off here is just keep this in mind. These young men and women are getting microwaved to death. They're getting messages on Instagram, social media, TikTok, the whole nine, in microbursts, 30 to 45 seconds. Well, I can do it. I can do it. No, you probably can. But how do I sustain you to make sure? So our whole platform right now is just simply, we're going to work on making the best of the best, right? We even want the worst of the worst. So to all you sports agents out there that may be listening, or people have ties, you want to get with us, right? Because you may have that younger client that may not have the tools they need to verbally be able to communicate, right? Maybe they come from a bad situation and you want to polish that individual up. Even those in the professional realm, we have a very well diverse team of coaches, from counselors, educators, former basketball, baseball athletes, track. So we can help, right? So if you're interested, all I would say is reach out to us. You can reach us at www.bitnpro.org. Go to the S1 initiative page, and that's what we're talking about. This initiative is student first, athlete always, right? We're pushing you to understand that you have to be a student first. The athletic part will always be there, right? But at the same time, you're going to be a student for the rest of your life. So why not be a student in the game of what you're going to play, and that's called life. So that's one part. We can be reached at BITNPRO on IG at BITNPRO. We're at BITNPRO on Facebook. We're at BITNPRO on X, formerly Twitter. And we got a couple of, what else? Oh yeah, our hashtag on YouTube is BITNPRO0403. How did it happen? I don't know. But nonetheless, family, I don't want to take a lot of your time up this morning. My main goal is that we legitimately have a real conversation. If you look around me, you'll see a bunch of banners, right? You see a lot of things, and I want to just let you understand something about ownership. My kids legitimately are partnered with the following organizations. Down here on my left is Pro Youth Foundation. Right here is Florida Minority Baseball Alliance. Right, these are great organizations that we're honored to be a part of. We're actually helping grow minority baseball within the Central Florida area, and just trying to do on a national scale. What we're working to help bring resources in to help these ball players. Down here, we got Virginia Pro Elite, which is up in Virginia. They're working with young athletes of all colors for football, right? But the main thing I'm making is we're looking to be able to create a real diverse platform. And you have all of our BITNPRO stuff that the kids are. We Dream Chasing Pro. I'm a new definition of, you name it, goes on and on. We want people to create this same, have access to these resources. So that be it, fam. I'm Diaz. I want to thank you guys for the 10 minutes that you've given me this morning to be able to discuss what we are. Again, we are BITNPRO. We are the premier sports performance program in the country. And I will state that right here on this platform. And we're looking to connect with any coaches, high school students. I mean, go to our website, www.bitnpro.org, fill out the intake form, come check us out. Like, legitimately, we are trying to make an educational difference with our young athletes. And this, let me say this before I close, we're looking at every last sport. This just doesn't stop with, what you see a big black guy up here talking about baseball, football, and basketball. No, we're looking for lacrosse players. We're looking for hockey players. We're looking for anyone that bears the mantra, what you see across my chest. And you can see it because it's pretty big. It says pro, right? Practice required often. We're pushing that mantra, right? So if you know anyone, look us up, man. We appreciate it. Again, I'm Diaz. Y'all have a blessed day. We'll catch up real soon. And until then, may God be with you. Peace.